Hi folks, I'm here with Max Keiser, the Bitcoin legend who has bought Bitcoin for just a few dollars.
And we're checking out his Bitcoin event, his golf event here.
Max told me his shocking Bitcoin price prediction. And he was really blown away when he found out that I'm from Germany and Germany sold 50,000 Bitcoin.
I, as a former German of ancestry, am appalled at the stupidity of Germany's political class that foolishly liquidated your Bitcoin.
He gave a fiery speech that you can hardly imagine. You definitely should share it with your friends right now.
Max, why are you bullish right now? What's your price tag for 2025? And yeah, what's coming next?
I don't know German, but I think I heard the word legend. Is that legend? Did you introduce me as a Bitcoin legend?
Yes.
Okay, that's appropriate. I accept that. So Bitcoin prices, of course, always going higher because the fiat money world is always collapsing. I don't look at the price for a signal to tell me how well the Bitcoin network is doing. I look at the hash rate, and the hash rate is always kind of going up on this 45-degree angle as more people commit to the network. The miners and those who are committing to the network are the ones who are actually taking the risk. They are the primary risk takers in this network. It's not like the oil industry where if you look at the price of oil and the price of oil is down, then oil rigs go down and the industry pauses. In Bitcoin, there is no price at which people stop throwing computational power at the network. The hash rate continues to go up no matter what the price is. So don't even look at the price because it doesn't tell you anything. The only thing you need to know is that every 4 years, you go through a cycle, and if you hold for at least 4 years, you're going to be positive on your Bitcoin. Don't try to trade Bitcoin. Just hodl Bitcoin, own Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. Don't look at anything else because everything else is for degenerate gamblers, and it'll just sidetrack you from the essence of peace that you will achieve by being pure Bitcoin maximalist.
Awesome, but then the Bitcoin price is way too low because the hash rate is just going up, so we're basically in a super cycle.
We're in a super cycle, okay? Why did Germany sell their Bitcoin, okay? Now, your country has made the ultimate faux pas, if I may speak. Look, my name is Max Keiser. Kaiser is obviously a German name, right? The most of the ethnic mix of America is German, and they settled in the north and in the northeast and in like places like Wisconsin. That's where my mother grew up in Wisconsin. And I'm from German stock, from Bavaria, from 300 years ago. We got conned into leaving Bavaria by a guy named William Penn, who started a state called Pennsylvania. And you see my name, Kaiser, in a lot of cemeteries in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And my ancestors were printers and journalists, and they started the Lancaster Gazette, which is one of the first newspapers in America, and we covered the Revolutionary War. And I, as a former German of ancestry, am appalled at the stupidity of Germany's political class that foolishly liquidated your Bitcoin, and now you've taken yourself out of the running in the 21st century and made yourself irrelevant. This is deplorable. What are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, it's really a shame because now I'm ashamed of my nation. I was always proud, but now I can't tell I'm German anymore. So
look, there's only so much you can do with Wiener Schnitzel, okay? You got all the sausages. There's like 1,500 sausages in Germany. It's like, you know, sausages are the Germans, what cheese is the French. They can't get enough sausages. There's so many different sausages. Okay, that's great. You got brilliant fucking sausages. We love it. But, you know, you don't have enough Bitcoin. You can't survive on sausages alone. You need some freaking Bitcoin.
okay, so you talked about El Salvador buying like 20,000 Bitcoin. That's like the new target. So are they buying Bitcoin with the IMF money? Is this a possibility?
You know what I tell the president? I say, look, President, for years the IMF has been throwing presidents of Central American and Latin American countries out of airplanes. It's time for us to return the favor and throw some of these IMF bankers out of an airplane. He's like, Max, I agree, but it's a bit harsh. I'm like, okay, you're the president. You know, that's why you're the president and I'm not the president, okay? If it were me, I'd throw these guys out of an airplane and return the favor. But look, the IMF is a dying institution, just like every central bank is a dying institution. All centralized money is a dying institution. All bankers are a dying institution. As a matter of fact, Jamie Dimon has already died. He's buried out in the 9th hole here in the Encanto Country Club. In his place is this animatronic AI-driven bot that just commits crimes all day so that the feds can bail him out. That's their only business model. Crime is their business model. Jamie Dimon is dead, and so is the entire banking system. They're deader than Los Angeles, deader than California. They are a dead duck. It's a dead man walking.
So
hello.
So Bitcoin is hope. So El Salvador, what would you say to our German audience? Why should they go to El Salvador? Why should they visit? And yeah, why should they come to El Salvador?
Well, you know, in Germany, you had something happen in 1990, which was phenomenal, right? The Berlin Wall came down and East Germany became an economic powerhouse in its own right. You know, it went from zero to becoming a viable part of the country, and you had some really strong growth there, and it's always been the heart of the Eurozone. The Deutsche Bank was always the basis of the European Central Bank, and the German people have always been known as being savers and being prudent and being ones who have a low time preference. You know, that low time preference concept is very Teutonic in nature. It's very German in nature. And they look toward the future. They look toward, but unfortunately, all of Europe, thanks to the euro and thanks to these policies of money printing and Mario Draghi, who came into the ECB and turned it into a fuckfest where he's just printing money for every nickel and dime scoundrel that comes in his office looking for a handout, they totally trashed the joint. So you can stay there and go down with the ship, or just take all your wealth, put it in Bitcoin, move to El Salvador and start over again. You know, people are migratory in nature. Humans are curious. They want to travel through time and space. Why not go to the one country in the world that offers liberation and freedom and economic freedom, and that is El Salvador. So I say to the German people, get up now. Put down that Stein of Lohnbrau and go to the airport, get on that cheap airplane that's going to cost you less to fly here than you spent on beer last night. Come here and unwrap your Bitcoin, buy a house, raise kids, get some lederhosen. Get some lederhosen and eat a pupusa. And you will see Satoshi, because Satoshi lives here. And he's looking for lederhosen, pupusa eating Germans to talk to. Don't delay. Come today.
Awesome, Max. Super inspiring. This was super, super nice. So we're going to the El Salvador space rocket now and flying to the moon, and the others, they're just thinking.
Let's do it. Let's go to the moon right now.
Woo!